Nuggets -6 taking on the Clippers. Clippers are obviously going through it. Nuggets are off of a loss, which they tend to bounce back pretty heavily from. Uh, Andrew, what's your cap on taking the Nuggets here versus the Clippers?
Yeah, again, it's kind of a combination fade of the Clippers, who are just terrible since getting James Harden. They're on off splits with Harden. So Haralabov Vulgaris posted this stat. I'm not sure what the source is, so pardon me if it's way off. But Clippers score 1.32 points per possession with Harden off the floor, and 0.82 with him on the floor. And they're giving up 1.32 points on defense with him on the floor, and 0.72 with him off. So until they figure out how to not do that, I'll take the best team in the league in a game that's like a pretty motivated spot, right? Like, this is also like they've just dominated the Clippers pretty much since that bubble collapse series. I mean, since that bubble series, the Nuggets are 9-2 straight up, 7-4 against the spread, but that's including the next. So the next game after that bubble series was a Christmas Day game, and the Clippers won. That's like a pretty clear motivation spot for them, right? Pretty bounce back. Jay, tell me about that spot. After that, losing that 3-1 lead, right? So if you don't count that, then they're 9-1. Straight up 7-3 against the spread. No Plumlee, so they're lacking size. Just Zubac. Jokic absolutely demolishes Zubac. The last 8 games versus the Clippers. This is just rebounds. I talked to my guy Joe Dallaire about this. 17, 6, 13, 14, 14, 13, 22, and 14 rebounds. The 6, by the way, was a game that the Nuggets were leading 32-65 at half and 101-59 going into the fourth. He played 24 minutes. Weird outlier game. His rebounds prop is at 12.5. Not a bad look. But yeah, I mean, right now I'm just on the -6. So yeah.
Okay, so on the one hand, in terms of the motivation spot, the Nuggets do take these matchups personally. Marcus Morris decided to fuck with Paul Millsap in that bubble series, and from that point on, they have taken these matchups extremely seriously. And you've got Lou Will, who's still out there talking about like, well, we just realized it wouldn't really count, so we just didn't care. It was just we didn't want to be in the bubble, And I'm like, yeah, everybody was in the same fucking bubble, man, and you were up 3-1, and you got your ass kicked bad. You were up double digits in 3 games and lost them all. So like, look, yeah, it's a good motivation spot for the Nuggets. I will say this. So this goes back to since the bubble, without Jamal Murray, when Jokic plays, off a loss at home. When Murray plays, they cover like 70% of the time. It's a great spot. But when Murray doesn't play, they're at 12-16, 43% against the spread. Now, a lot of that is in the season and a half that he missed, where the roster just wasn't very good. I kind of argue the roster's not in a great space now. Like, this was my entire thing with the Nuggets is like, I'm not surprised that they've looked awesome out the gate. My questions were like, if you have to fill in with this bench, what does it look like? And so far, it looks like absolute garbage. Like, they were -15 in Jokic's minutes in a loss to the Rockets. And they were -30 at one point.
Damn.
It's also, to me, you're selling low on the Clippers, right? Where like, everybody's like, this team's a joke. This team's like, Harden has ruined them, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, this is like the absolute low point for the Los Angeles Clippers. On the other hand, if you're in a bad spot, this is not a get right spot. You don't play the fucking Denver Nuggets to get yourself feeling better about your game. I'm going to stay away from it. I'll be there tomorrow. I'm doing NBA bet stream, and then I'm driving directly to the arena for second quarter on. And I'll be really fascinated to see how it goes. I kind of lean to the over. I think it's a weird spot for a number of reasons, like I kind of laid out. I'll also be curious to see like how the Nuggets approach this with the tournament in mind. If they win this, like they're very likely to go on and make the tournament. They're going to be 2-0 with a good point differential if they win this game.